Welcome back to the channel, guys. This week I know we said we're going to do possibly an OBT rehouse, but I noticed while I was feeding that there's a couple of spiders that I do need to move before I get onto that. So we're going to do some moving of some small slings again. Okay, before we get onto the small sling moving, obviously I'm not at home at the moment. I am out getting some fruit flies and some micro crickets. We're going to talk about the avics very quickly. I've moved them into some 155 deli pots. Apparently they don't do great as avics in the sling vials, people have found. So I decided to move them from the sling vials up into the 155 deli pots. And I'm going to get some, it's been a week that they've been in there now, and so I'm going to get some fruit flies and some micro crickets. I don't even think they're big enough for the micro crickets, to be honest with you, so I'm probably going to put like 5 or 6 fruit flies in each setup, and hopefully the movement and the wandering around will get them to eat those. So avics, we've still got 14. There was a couple of nymphs that have unfortunately passed away in the nursery pot, and there's a couple more that I have used a very slightly wet brush on to remove some molt and some egg that was stuck to abdomens and legs and things. Most of them have got pretty bad legs, but I've done what I can with them. I've left them in the nursery pot, and hopefully we might get a couple more out of the nursery pot back into sling vials, or into the 155 pots, whatever, in the next few days, possibly, but I'm not sure if any of those are going to make it, to be honest with you. We've had a few of them, sort of the eggs with legs, sort of turn bad, but yeah, you know, we've still got the 14 in those pots, and they're still all sort of on the side, so yeah, that's those ones done. Anyway, right, I'm going to go and nip in and get some fruit flies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over the camera to Rehouse Central shortly when I get back, and we can have a look at the moving. I've got Poecilotheria ornata, Poecilotheria subfusca lowland, and also we're moving a Psalmopoeus emeraldus, hopefully into some 520 pots from their smaller pots. They do need it, they really do. So let's go over to there, and I'll catch you in Rehouse Central. So we're back in Rehouse Central, as I said, and today we have the Poecilotheria subfusca lowland. That one needs to come out of there desperately. You can probably see the emeraldus here. We have the Psalmopoeus emeraldus. It's a good size. This one's from Spar Spiders. I just want to give this one a new home so that it matches all the other Psalmopoeus enclosures we've got. And lastly, we have the Poecilotheria ornata, the fringed ornamental. This one is quite reclusive. Possibly could be in here for another molt, but you know, it's a little bit cramped, and if we're moving one, we might as well move the other. So those are the 3 we're going to move. We have 3 setups, which are the 520 tubs, and they've all been set up similarly, sort of standard setup. So you've got the water bowl, cork bark, and a little bit of foliage, air holes in top and bottom and sides and everything, so all good to go. So these are what we're going to rehouse today. So let's get the camera set up and get these ones in, hopefully with no drama. So first up we'll do the Psalmopoeus emeraldus, which is the emerald chevron. Hopefully this will be nice and calm. It's a little bit skittish, this one. First off we'll put some water in the bowl, and what we'll do with this one is, because these have been sitting for a few days, I'll just give a spritz onto the front of the glass, or plastic, so at least if it decides it wants to go on there and drink something, it can. This one will definitely hide, as it always does. Every time I say something like that, they surprise me, don't they? Alright, okay, so it has gone underneath there, that's fine. That's fine. Let's get this, zoom it out a little bit so you got some more room. There we go. It's gone behind its piece of cork bark. So what we'll do, see if we can tickle it out with a bit of grass, and if not, we're going to end up moving this cork bark out again. It's going to come out. Come on, come around to the front. Come out there. There we go. Right. Can we entice you across that way to your new enclosure. Go this way. There we go. Lightning fast spider. So it's now decided for some reason to go down to the side of the cork bark where there's a little gap. So we'll move that across a little bit like that. So it has got room if it does want to squeeze through there, which it has. And it's now doing laps down the bottom of the enclosure. That's fine. Still no drama. It just literally jumped in and across. You can see the webbing it's done in here. It's quite cool. They make them their home for sure. But yeah, that one's dead. Dead and buried, that enclosure. And we've got it in its new setup. I'm not going to keep that lid off for too long because that one is a little bit bolty. Currently down there, curled up. Hiding, but it will settle down. Like I say, once it starts webbing up the back here, it will be this will be home for it for a good time. That's moved. Right, swap the labels over and we'll get on with the pokies. Next spider we're going to move is the ornata. For the ornata we're going to use this enclosure. Cork bark's quite tall on this one, but that's fine. It's not an issue. These are extremely light sensitive spiders, it seems. So you have to excuse me if I move a little bit slow with these. Try and get this from out behind its cork bark. I'm going to come out that way. That's not going to be man enough for the job. Get the brush out. We'll get the brush out. Where are you, spider? There you are. Right. It's just underneath here, but it's quite way back, so I'm going to put this brush in at an angle. Try and move the spider across. Come on. Right. There's a spider. I'm going to go this way, not that way. I want to go up and round. Yeah, I know, you want to go, you can't go hiding in your blooming water bowl, can you, donut? Let's take that out. In fact, no, we can't with that cork bark. That cork bark's buried under there. Can you see how camouflaged that spider is? I don't know if you're going to be able to even see it down here, but it is lying all the way along the bottom of this bit here. They blend in extremely well with their background. Right, let's move that out of the way. Try and encourage this spider up. Oh, here we go. And in. Another one, nice quick rehouse. You can probably see the spider. There. What a lovely pokey. When you look at it there, and then look at that, you can see why I wanted to move it. But hopefully this one will now probably have 2 or 3 in there. And it'll be good. What didn't we do? We didn't fill the water bowl up, so this is going to be interesting. Try not to scare the spider with the vibrations. There you go, just on the side, just so it's got a little bit of water up there while it finds its water bowl. Right, let's get a lid on that one. Another smooth rehouse, and that, honestly, this is such a lovely pokey. It's such a shame that you can't really see its colours and stuff from where it is. I will try and get some footage of it if it's going to play ball, but that's that one in as well. Another quick rehouse. These things, when they move, are going to be lightning fast. Right, onto the lowland. And lastly, we've got the subfusca lowland. Another pokey. This one's a far different colour to the other one. Very, very light We'll do the water bowl first. Get that filled up. Little spritz on the leaves. Wow, the pump's not working. There we go. Just on one side. A little bit of humidity, but nothing drastic. Right. This one's got a nicer bit of cork bark. I like this cork bark because it's sort of like, it's got space this side and there's a gap just down round here as well. So the spider's got loads and loads of room back there to sort of move around in with molts and things. Right, let's see where this spider is. This is another one, extremely good at camouflage. Right, it's just on the back at the moment of this cork bark here. It's on the back there. What we're going to do is we're going to move these bits of sphagnum moss if we can. First of all, give it some of those bits in there. Try and do this without disturbing the spider too much. A bit of webbing just on the back of this cork bark, but I'll take that with it as well. Put that on top of the leaf that's over that side, so it's got a little bit of familiarity. I mean, whether this will make any difference to it at all in the long term, who knows, but for now I'm going to do it anyway because it's you know, spider has its web, it's probably got some sort of hormones and things like that on there. Right, see where you are. Well, I know where you are, but let's see if we can get you to move. Okay, so the spider's moving. Oh. Let's tickle you with the grass. We're going to get you to move. No, we're not, are we? Okay, which way are you facing? Facing that way, are you? Where are you going to go? Oh, out on top. Out on top. Right, there we go. Hopefully you can see that. Hopefully that's being picked up. I will try and get some other footage of this spider while it's sitting like that. Absolutely lovely spider. But what we're going to do now is we're going to move it into its new home. Hopefully nice and calmly. This one's quite chunky. Now don't go back under your cork bark. Okay, cork bark for you is going to come out. It's not actually sunken in there, is it, too much? Right, we don't want, let's move that as well. What we don't want is loose substrate falling on the spider and causing it to bolt. So, come on this way. Come on. Right, let's get you moving. Once we've got your legs open, then we can move you over the side. Let's go this way. This way. Going to be a pain in the bum, you aren't you? No? Right. Now we've got facing forward. Oh. Straight to your new one. No. You're going to be a pain in the bum. I mean, I understand why you don't want to move. We're going to play loop the loop. Right. Come on. Let's go that way. See if we can get you onto this bark straight away. Wow. This one doesn't want to leave its home, does it?
2,000 years later.
Come on, come on, come on, that's it, up and over. Okay, attempt number 42. And go on. Yay! Legs. We're in. Sort of. But we're in the new setup. And that's all we care about. We just want it to move over. So this is a lovely spider, absolutely gorgeous thing. Not my favourite Pokie, but it is definitely up there. I mean, I love all spiders, but this one is a beautiful looking Pokie. And I know it wasn't super fast, I know it wasn't super bolty, but this one was quite stubborn, wasn't it? So that's the rehousing done. What did you think? Lightning fast, these ones. There's probably not too much footage of them, to be honest with you. I will try and get some other footage over the top of those ones. If I managed it, then you'd have seen it already. They literally just wanted to hide. They're quite skittish. The subfusca lowland, I've noticed, is really light sensitive. It does not like the light, so anywhere dark it will hide straight away. The ornata does sit out a little bit more. Apart from that, all we've had this week is 3 molts. We've had a T-elbow sling, we've had a Cambrai sling, and also the long-awaited Brachypelma smithy has finally molted. So the only one we're waiting for 2024 now from the Brachypelmas I have is our Classy, the Brachypelma Classy. She's looking super chunky. I'm hoping it's going to be in the next couple of weeks, 3 weeks maybe, but she definitely needs to molt. She's very, very large, very, very dark, refusing food, and yeah, she's not eaten in like 170 days or something like that now. But she's the last one. She'll be the last one this year of the Brackies, and then we wait until 2025 for those. Brachypelmas, exciting with their molts, huh? Anyway, that's it today. If you did enjoy today's video, please do give it a like. Please do subscribe if you're not at the moment. I mean, the subscriptions really do help out the channel algorithm. I don't ask for much, or don't ask for anything really, but it would be lovely if you could subscribe if you do enjoy the videos, because you'll get notified of when I upload every week. And yeah, that's about it really. Leave a comment, let me know what you thought of the spiders, what's your favourite Pokie, and I will catch up with you next week, where we will probably be doing the OBT rehouse, but we'll find out next week anyway. Catch you later guys, thanks for watching, love you all.